some of the good news about our census is Cheyenne grew enough that we get an extra retail liquor license. And the important part of a retail liquor license is it allows you to do everything. Packaged liquor, bar sales, restaurant, you can cater alcohol to different places in the community. And so we put out a call to for applications. We have 11 people who applied for this one retail liquor license. Over the last couple of weeks, we've had interviews with each of those groups, and they've kind of shared their vision of how they would implement that license and what they would do for Cheyenne. It's going to be a hard decision. Committee of the Whole, the next Wednesday, we will I guess the city council will have to make a decision on who will get that license. And it's really a shame because the quality of these entrepreneurs and what they want to do is outstanding. And I wish the state law would allow us to be able to offer more people the opportunity to get a license and be able to do business here in Laramie County. But unfortunately, that's not the law right now. So we will be given that one license out here in the next couple of weeks. You know, Visit Cheyenne is the group that collects the lodging taxes and uses those taxes to talk about Cheyenne, Laramie County, and get people to come and stay. And the success we've had is we're the #2 county in the state of Wyoming after Teton County and Yellowstone and the Tetons as far as people spending the night and spending dollars in tourism. But this last week they hosted 150 travel planners. These are people from all over the country who come here with the idea of meeting together, but also gives us a chance to show off Cheyenne. And the hopes would be that they'll bring conferences here that will fill our hotel rooms and help with our economic development. I keep telling the people up at Teton County, we're coming. We're #2, but we're coming for #1. I don't know that we'll ever catch Yellowstone, but we're going to try. Sure. I didn't know that people or places around the country paint crosswalks with beautiful designs and things like that. And Art Cheyenne has come up with a plan this June, maybe to paint 4 of the crosswalks on O'Neill Avenue from 17th to 20th, those 4 blocks, which means one of them will be right here by the city building. And on all 4 intersections, those crosswalks would be filled with designs made by our local high schools and painted by our local high schools. And so they were coming to see how would I feel about it. I think it's brilliant. You know, having colorful displays would help with the feeling of our community. But it's also been shown that these painted crosswalks are more noticeable and people tend to slow down, making our pedestrians more safe. And so I love the idea of beautifying the city and making it safer. Well, I think I've shared with a lot of people that have a lot of appreciation and nobility when it comes to the arts. And so it's great that we have a group of people like Art Cheyenne and others who are looking at the arts and trying to come up with ways that we can implement that. Like our Capitol Avenue Bronze Project, you know, there's folks that really have a sense for what art could do to make Cheyenne a better, more livable place. Well, the Mayor's Youth Council, I think, is great because it gives young people an idea of what it is that local government does. So they have a real good sense of all the different things, all the missions of the Cheyenne, and also they get a chance for them to communicate with our staff and with me personally on issues that are important to them. And so Zoe is the chair of our Mayor's Youth Council, and she and her partner have been selected to go to nationals for DECA. And the project talked about social media and the positive and negative effects of it and some of the things people could do. And so they stopped by to show me their presentation, and it was brilliant. And so anyways, I like the Mayor's Youth Council. I get to meet with them after every city council meeting, and we talk about what happened, and we talk about local government and why it's important for young people to be involved. Yep. So I think the last time we built a new fire station was more than 50 years ago. And since that time, Cheyenne has grown drastically. We've grown to the east, we're growing to the south. And our goal is that when you call 911, a shiny fire truck with 3 or 4 very highly trained firefighters are going to jump out in 4 minutes or less. And right now we can't meet that timeline, especially in the eastern part of Cheyenne. It takes us longer to get there. So the voters were great, and they gave us permission and the funding to build 3 new fire stations. And we're working on that process right now. And we hope to have break ground on our first fire station in June, our second fire station sometime in July, and our third fire station late August or early September. And a year from now, we'll be able to start meeting that 4-minute goal again here in Cheyenne. So our fire chief is working incredibly hard, though, you know, getting the land taken care of, getting the contracts done, making sure the civil work for the drainage and the utilities are there. It's been a full-time job for him on top of running the fire department, but he's doing a great job, and I think it's going to be wonderful when we get to cut that ribbon for the first fire station. Well, you know, again, meeting that 4-minute target is really important to us, but also some of those buildings had gotten really old, and the fire apparatus is bigger now. They don't fit into the stations as well, so this was an opportunity for us to strategically place fire stations. We'll meet that 4-minute goal, add an additional fire station we don't currently have, and then upgrade those quality of those facilities for the men and women who live and work in those firehouses. You know, we had to close this municipal building in October because of a bad boiler that was putting carbon monoxide in our building. We finally got the parts to fix the boiler, and I thought we were ready to open back up again, and what we found was the parts that we needed to revent the building, the supply chain was bad. It's taken us a few months now to get the pipe and the elbows necessary to do that, but we finished yesterday, and so today, Friday, April 1st, it's not April Fool's Day, it's a great day for me because we get to move back into our building, and it feels so good to have our team back in the same place. And I've walked across the hall already 2 or 3 times today to ask quick questions or to share information. And I think the collaboration we're going to get from that is going to be wonderful. And I'm very excited to be back home.